you're considering buying rental property in Austin, Texas, you're in the right place. But before you take the plunge, let's talk about some common mistakes that inexperienced investors make so you can avoid them. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel where we deep dive into all things real estate. If this is your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you'll be the first to know about any more of my real estate advice and tips. You know, I see all the time, someone has done very well in their job, they've saved a lot of money, and now they want to invest in real estate. That's great. But if you don't know what you're doing, chances are you'll just be throwing money away. In this video, I'm going to cover the top 4 things that you need to avoid if you're a first-time home investor. The number one mistake is not having a solid investment strategy. First and foremost, you have to know what your goals are. Are you seeking property that's going to give you income every month, cash flow? Are you seeking a property that's going to grow in equity over time? Are you seeking a combination of the two? Whatever it is, you have to know what your strategy is going in. And if you're working with an agent, you need to let them know as well so they know what properties to look for. This is a business. You need to treat this as a business. No business that's going to stick around a while doesn't go into it without having a solid strategy. And you need that too. Mistake number 2 that I see is overestimating your rental income. People are excited when they get into this, that they want to jump right into it, but you need to do your market research. What are the rental rates in certain areas? What are the taxes in certain areas? What has the turnover rate been of rentals? What's the competition in those areas? I always tell my investment clients, don't ever feel that you're going to get 100% occupancy in a rental. It's just not going to happen. I think you should probably project out maybe 85% of the year you will have it rented, but not ever 100%. So you need to do your market research, understand what the rental rates are, what the turnover rates are, what the competition is, so that you feel comfortable that you can actually make money, if that is your goal, on that rental property. Again, if you have an agent, make sure your agent understands what your goals are, what your expectations are, and they can help you determine these numbers. Number 3 is underestimating expenses. This is a rental property, a business. It's going to take money to keep it going. There's insurance, there's taxes, there's upkeep, appliances, lawn maintenance, exterminators. There's a lot of cost that's going to go into it that you need to account for, especially aligned with your strategy. You need to make sure you know what your strategy is, what your rental income you can expect, and what your expenses are going to be. Number 4 is not doing your due diligence. Don't rush into this. Don't skip this. Don't skip on any inspections. Do your inspections. Review any financial analysis of this property, especially if it's been a rental in the past. You do not want to skip this step. You don't want to get into something and all of a sudden you have a lot of problems with it. Again, if you're working with an experienced real estate agent, they're going to help you go through this process, but do not skip this. So there you have it. These are the top 4 mistakes that I see inexperienced real estate investors make. So by setting realistic expectations, knowing what your strategy is, planning for your rental income, planning for any expenses, doing your due diligence up front to make sure you're not getting a lemon of a house. All of these things need to be done. And I see people that want to skip some of these steps or don't take them seriously. They look at this as a hobby, and this is not a hobby. You need to treat it as a business. Well, I hope this information has been valuable to you, especially if you're thinking about investing in rental income. If you have any further questions about this or anything real estate related, let me know. I'm happy to help. Thanks for joining.